Hey yo! Hello, Royal Family! West Side with it. It is your girl, the one and only Luna La Negra. Yeah, I'm mixing up my intros, but that's neither here nor there, okay? Okay. Before we get started with this video, I want to say welcome to my channel. Welcome to naturalLay. If you haven't already, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this video. It's going to be a good one, okay? And if you are new, I always open up all of my videos with a divine prayer known as the Anna Bacoa. So please allow me to greet you and bless you with this prayer. Anna Bacoa, Gijalat Yaminka, Tatir Tizvura, Kabel Renard, Amsha Sagvenu, Taharinu Nora, Nagi Bordur Sheik Deka, Kavavat Shamram, Barkum Tarum, Rakame, Tazika Teka, Tamid Gamlin, Chasin Kadosh, Broftufka, Nehelarateka, Yakit Ge Lam Champane, Zokre, Kadusha Teka, Shavatinu Kabel, Ushma, Tazakatanu, Yodea to Alamut. Buruksham Kavod Malkuta Lalam Vayed. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you once again for being here. Pardon any outside noise. We are outside. I like and love to do videos outside. Love to be in nature. So yeah, that's what that is. Today's video, it is Friday actually. It's Friday, February 28th, 6:01 p.m. And it's been on my heart and soul. Excuse me, just drank some water. It's been on my heart and soul to share this video in my journey. If you're good with picking up messages, you actually know that this part of this channel is me sharing my spiritual journey. And so I definitely want to share my spiritual journey. So happy early West Side Saturday, happy Friday. If you are turn up responsibly, make sure you're safe, stay in love and light and magic, and may no harm come your way. And I definitely want to set the intention that whoever this message is for, that you gravitate toward this video, you find peace, solace, and confirmation within this video. And so that's the intention that I want to set. I'm not going to do promo. Hello. Hi. Have a good day. I'm wonderful. How are you? Wonderful. I'm not going to do promo, but stay magical always. OG Design is going to be available until tomorrow. It is the last day. Shop my Teespring store. 50% off with the code LOVEYOU, all caps. Okay. LOVEYOU. 50% off all merchandise, but this particular design is going away forever tomorrow. Okay, we did promo. So I definitely wanted to talk about my spiritual journey, how I got started in all of this consciously, because in essence this entire life experience is a spiritual journey. And so I just kind of wanted to share how I got started and just kind of share. So here we go. I'm gonna kick my legs up. So did I say happy West Side Saturday? Happy West Side Saturday, babies. Okay, here we go. So, oh my goodness. In my head, this is how I got started on my spiritual journey. So, as some of you may know, I went to college for 5 years, Cal State San Bernardino. What's up? I'm an alumna from Cal State San Bernardino. And I graduated with a degree, my art degree in graphic design and marketing, with a certificate in business skills for the artist. And so right after graduation, I was all in being an artrepreneur, as I call it. I don't say entrepreneur, I say artrepreneur, because everything I do is art-based, because I believe that art is an amazing healing tool for the masses. And so studied my ass off for 5 years, studied my ass off after that. When I say books, courses online, I truly invested in this thing because I truly wholeheartedly believe in it. And I had this client, that I was working with. Shout out to her. There's no ill will here, or animosity or anything like that. I'm at a place where I'm able to share, which is why I'm sharing. So I had this client whom I was working on a website for, her logo, and some other third thing. And so I was working with her. We've been working literally for months. Like, I graduated May. I don't know when she came upon me because she was referred to me from a friend. But we had been working for quite some time. And, you know, we were working and things were going well. But she was like very, very particular on what she wanted. And as an artist, you know that it can be just a slight frustration when someone comes to you with all of these parameters because it doesn't allow you to have that creative freedom. And I hope you can hear me. Please let me know if you can hear me. And I hope the lighting is well. It's decent, you know, where the sun is going down, so I don't want this to be a long video. But I had this client that I was working for, and, you know, we were doing the damn thing, you know what I'm saying? We was doing it. And it came upon a time where things had kind of slowed down a bit and we needed to revise the contract. We had a phone call, which I have recorded. We had our last phone call where we were kind of just like touching bases with one another. And, you know, we were revising the contract. And shortly after, she just completely dropped me as her designer. And I felt hurt because I was just like, girl, we have been working for like 3 to 4 months. Like, how you just gonna drop me? You know what I'm saying? And so, right. Okay. Okay, Mustang. Okay, a lot of noise. My bad. It's the lie. I'm in LA. You know what it is. Don't mind that. I'm gonna keep going. But, because if I wait to stop, I don't know how long that's gonna be. So, I had this client that I was working for, revising the contract. Shortly after she dropped me, she just like stopped messaging me, stopped all that. And as I said, that stopped. Awesome. And I was hurt because, you know, I did take it personal. But now I'm just like, you know, maybe we weren't aligned. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely like to work with people that gravitate towards me because they believe that I can bring to life their vision. I can bring their vision and to fruition. And so shortly after her dropping me, my laptop, hysterically, this very laptop died on me. It stopped working. And this is the laptop that I have all of my Adobe programs, Illustrator, Photoshop, InDesign, you name it, it's on here. And this laptop stopped working. And it was already kind of going out of commission because the battery was going out. I initially had the original battery. The original battery went out. I bought a refurbished replacement battery. That battery had got recalled. And then I put in the initial battery. So I was going back and forth between 2 batteries. So even right now, the initial battery is in. And that's part of the reason why I don't want this to be a long video, because I don't want the laptop to die. Because unless the laptop is plugged in to a charger, the shit's going to die around 50 or so %. So we got about 40% to go. Because we're on 96. So... So going back and forth between batteries, the shit just up and died. I had been through about 3 to 4 charges at this time. My cat chewed up 2. Shout out to Raish, wherever he is. He's outside. He's alive. He's well. Thank you. My Siamese boo-boo. But I've been through numerous chargers, been through batteries, and the shit just up and died. And... you know, when you go to college, they kind of instill in you that this is going to be what you're going to do. Like, you go to school for this thing, which I totally disagree with, because I feel that college can be a gateway, and I also feel like people don't need college. Like, I for sure could have done without college with what I'm doing, because I was already self-teaching, if that makes sense. But not everybody's like that. I totally understand. But I was a nerd anyway, and I needed an outlet, and that's what God told me to do, was to go to college. So I did it. And so my laptop died, and I was just like, Laysha Designs is at a standstill. That's my design company. And I remember being on Instagram one day, and I saw this post that... and I hear the ice cream truck, so when it comes rolling down here, I'm going to pause a little bit. But I remember being on Instagram one day, and I saw this post, this girl, and I'm going to say her name now because I'm at a good place, so shout out to Sunny. I'm going to just say Sunny. But Sunny had posted this post where she was going to start this goddess group on GroupMe. And GroupMe is like this, this app where you can message people and everybody sees it and blah, blah, blah. It's a group messaging app. And so she wanted to start this goddess group. I was just like, yo, I'm in, because I've never resonated with so-called regular people. And I wanted to begin to align with those who were like me. And so, hit her up, joined the group, and met some amazing goddesses. Like, that group was lit. Like, I was living in that group. If you know me, the problem with me and social media is that when I find something and I like it, I like it. Like, I end up loving it, and I kind of end up living on it, which is why I dipped off of Twitter years ago, because it would be days, y'all. Like, it was bad. Even Tumblr, if you know me from Tumblr, like, it was bad. If I like an app, I like an app. Like, as I always say, there's no black and white with me. I mean, there's no gray areas. There's either black or white. But I'm learning, actually, my gray areas. But anyway, so came upon Sunny's post, came upon the goddess group. Everything was lit. And that's when I was able to share my experiences and occurrences and thoughts and things of the spiritual, esoteric nature with those beings. And it was just such an amazing group, because, again, I had never experienced anything like it. And so, ice cream truck got me stunned. So let me. Okay. Are we good? Are we good? You done interrupting? Because I'm in the middle of the video. Okay. Because you're rude. You're real rude. Okay. I'm going to continue. So, came upon the group. It was everything. Living on it. Vibing with it. I met some amazing goddesses that I'm still cool with now. Shout out to the Hood Goddess. Shout out to Mo. It's Itty Bitty Mo, I believe your name is now. Christina. It's a goddess vibe. Shout out to all of you that I've met. It was seriously an amazing journey and just a platform for us to, like, connect. I don't regret the shit at all. Like, I regret nothing. And so that was, I felt, phase one. So me being a graphic designer, me doing all that work up until that point, and then the laptop crashing led me to focus more on this channel before I started. I wouldn't like to say before I started the channel, but before I began focusing on naturalLay, it led me here. And that's when I just got into my spiritual bag. A lot of you may not actually know that the very first product I ever released was the shower melts. The place that I was living at the time, I only had a shower. I didn't have a bathtub, but I wanted to, like, spiritually cleanse and, like, just provide a service that I use, because I use all of the products that I show you guys and release. So I wanted to release that and finally make that available and for sale. And so shower melts were our very first product that I made known public. And from there, just everything spiraled. So, I mean, and spiraled in a good way, I mean. So we did the shower melts, and then we launched the candle line. The candle line was lit. When I tell you, y'all showed up and showed out, I mean that shit. Like, and I gotta give a huge shout out to the East Coast, because the East Coast has shown the most love and the most, just, I'm so grateful for the East Coast. Like, most of my clients, in particular for the candle line, came from the East Coast. I don't know how y'all found your girl. We were on Etsy at the time, so a lot of you found me on Etsy, and you guys said that I had a very good price on candles. And so shout out to the candle line, shout out to the East Coast for sure. Hello, hi. And so then the candle line was launched, and we were fixing candles and also selling plain candles, bulk orders, contracts, you name it. Like, we were doing the damn thing. And from there, it just kind of, I just kind of kept growing and growing and growing. So I landed into Oracle cards, and now I got to find the video, but there was a video where I expressed that, I shared or asked my grandmother if any of her family members use cards, and she was just like, no, most of us are just us as in my family, because my grandma's not an intuitive. She doesn't deal with the esoteric realm. she like believes but doesn't believe because she's still a Catholic, but she was just like, no, you know, people in our family are just like mediums. We're just intuitive. And I was just like, but I just felt this call and this urging to read cards because, as I always say, I'm so visual. Like, but I'm actually shaking out of being so visual. But I'm actually in a space now where everything doesn't need to be seen. But at the time, I was just like, yo, like there's these things that I'm feeling, these things that I'm seeing, these things that are kind of calling to me, and I just wanted to take heed to it. You know, like when the divine puts something in your heart, you just kind of have to go for it. And that's kind of the basis of the story. So I began reading. I got my first deck of oracle cards. I began reading oracle cards, and eventually, like, I went into astrology, which I'm going to post a couple videos soon on astrology. It led me to numerology. Like, everything just kind of pinged after that. And then as of today, I now am learning and studying tarot cards. And it's been so beautiful. Shout out to my Hawaiian goddess, Kalani, my apologies. I believe her store is K&J Crafted. So please go check her out. She has amazing products. Oh my goodness. I'm going to need some more of them grapefruit wax melts because my grandma done used all of them. So I need some more of those. But, you know, the moral of the story is that when something seems to be falling apart or you deviate from what you think is the norm, it's not abnormal and it's not for no reason. It's because the divine is trying to guide you onto your divine path, and so that way you can fulfill your divine mission. Like, I do not believe in coincidences. Literally everything happened for a reason. So the fact that my client dropped me, the fact that my laptop died, the fact that I was led to all of these things and all of the amazing beings that I was able to meet and be of service to, even to this day, you know, it was not for naught, you know. And I'm super, super amazingly, wholeheartedly grateful because I'm doing what I love. Like, my main message in everything that I do is to do what you love. And I'm doing exactly that. I'm doing as the Most High is telling me to do. And I couldn't be more grateful. And I look forward to what else the divine leads me to do. I know in my heart of hearts that music is what I'm supposed to be doing. So that's why every few years, you may or may not have seen some videos where I'm like singing or, you know, I drop a little hint of a song. But I know in my heart of hearts that the main message that the divine wants me to get through, which is of unconditional love and compassion, is through music, because music is the #1 language of the world. And I've always been a singer. I've been singing since I was 2. I tell the story all the time. Been singing since I was 2. Performed at BB King's about 3 times. I used to have my own gospel band, etc., etc. And, you know, I kind of got away from that because I went corporate lay, as I say, when I got to college. But everything literally comes full circle. And yesterday in my spread, the 2 cards that came out in my tarot spread was 2 major arcana, the world and como se dice? It was the world, and I can see the card. I see palms. Shit. Sorry. Ah! The Wheel of Fortune. There we go. The World and the Wheel of Fortune came out, and it would just let me know that like I'm on the exact path that I'm supposed to be on, and that card came out to me. If you have the Energy Oracle deck, the Temple Path, card number 12, I believe, that card came out, and I just know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So I know that at times it can seem like I'm inconsistent or whatever the case may be, but literally, as I've said before, like, I can only do what the divine tells me. Like, I can't do what I don't want to do. And so even when I have the best of intentions for certain things have to be kind of held off or postponed because I'm supposed to be doing something else. And that's what I want you to get from this. Like, don't be afraid to deviate from your so-called norm. Don't be afraid to deviate or do what your heart is calling you to do and what the divine is telling you to do, because ultimately that's what you're supposed to be doing. And if this message doesn't resonate, I can't really say that I'm sorry, because I had already set the intention that this message is going to reach those that it's supposed to reach. And I want people to understand that not only is healing not linear, but everyone's spiritual journey is not linear. So when something so-called collapses or something happens to where you're just like, damn, like now I got to do this thing, it's because it was meant for it to happen. And I couldn't be more grateful for this laptop crashing, for my client dropping me, for everything that led me up to this point. Like, it led me here because I'm supposed to be here. And there's no greater feeling than knowing that you're fulfilling your divine life mission and purpose. And I just want you to understand and know that wherever you are in your journey, that's where you are. You know, if you're just starting out with candle magic, learning how to make sigils, learning to read cards, whether it be oracle or tarot, that's where you're supposed to be. And I just want you to go all in, like go in, go harder, go home. You know, I'm from LA, and you know, I be repping the Bay, so I'm not from the Bay, but I used to live in what's called the South Bay. And whenever I told people who lived in LA that I was from the South Bay, they always thought it was the Bay, like up North Cali. So it's hilarious. But, you know, I love E40. Shout out to E40. But you're doing well. This is your confirmation that you're doing what you're supposed to do. Do not stop. Go all in. And if you're led to something else, then fucking do it. Like, there's no right or wrong to this. I always say that your intuition is your magic. And I just really want you to know that the divine loves you so much. And the source wants you to live your best life. We're not meant to be here to suffer and have this draining, groggy life. Like, I don't know where y'all from, but y'all know the motorbikes, boy. But literally, like, what you're supposed to be doing is what you're supposed to be doing. And no matter where you are in your journey, you're on the right path. And I commend you for being on the right path. I commend you for submitting and surrendering to the divine. And just keep going. Like, there's so much more out there for you. And I support you if no one else does. I love you if no one else does. I'm rooting for you if no one else does. Even if they are, that's great. But no, you got those extra supports. You know what I mean? So it's getting dark. This video is getting long. I just wanted to kind of share that. That's more or less how I got started consciously with my spiritual journey. And, you know, one thing led to another, led to another, led to another. And you will be guided to the people that you need to be guided to, which is what has been happening for me, you know, whether it be Jasmine Atten, a.k.a. Mystic at the Crossroads, Coach Kayer, who is now known as Oyi, O-Y-I, Oyi, whether it be Brother Chris Enlightened, whether it be Pretty Boss, whether it be Bahati Life, Jess from Bahati Life, you know, whoever you gravitate to. And I specifically keep my circle small because I don't want to take in too much information. But when you're led to someone, you're led to them for a reason. And you being here on this channel and this video, it's not for no reason. And I thank you. And I'm so grateful that you were able to pick up this energy and just resonate with me. And so with that being said, I know I kind of just I was just talking, boy, but when you channel, you just channel. So, amen, amen. So I just want to leave you with, I love you, I see you, I commend you. I'm so proud to be, you know, an inspiration and just help you catapult to the next level. And may your spiritual journey continue to be blessed and sacred, and just as divine as it's meant to be, because you're a light worker. You are doing what you're supposed to do for a reason. I consider myself a middle world worker. I bridge the two worlds, or the many worlds, and I just try to deliver these messages as best as I can when I'm called to. So I know it's been a minute since we did a West Side Saturday story. I'm grateful that the divine gave me this message and it was like, yo, you need to share this. But again, just keep following your heart. Your heart will never lead you astray. And with that being said, I'm going to leave you as I found you with a divine prayer, again, known as the Anabacoa. And again, I'm musically inclined, so I'm going to share a little snippet of what's to come, but I have actually kind of turned the Anabacoa into this song, as you will. So allow me to share that and leave you with that. Anabacoa gitalat yaminga tatir tizrura kaperenar tamsha sagvenutar nunora Nagi bordor shei kateka kavavacham rimbarkam taram rakametazi kateka tamikamlem Jasin kados bravduvka na hel harateka Ikig elam champanezo kreket ushateka Shavata nuka bel Ushmata sakata nu Yudea talamut Buruk shem kavod malkut alalayet Thank you once again for being here, receiving this message in full. I wish you nothing but the best. I send you unconditional love, healing, bright white light, and just prosperity in every form and way and fashion. Thank you again. I love you, and I will see you next time. Until then, stay magical always. Mwah. Luna La Negra out.